Hello, class. The discussions in a Canvas course are used for engaging with peers, discussing and exploring topics we cover in class, and sharing your thoughts, ideas, and occasionally your work with your peers. The layout of the discussions in my course are the same. So you're going to have a top banner, a brief description, the discussion due dates. Every single discussion in this course will have 2 due dates. The initial post will be due on Wednesday by 11:59 p.m. That gives the whole class a few days to turn in their peer responses, which will always be due on Sunday at 11:59 p.m. The instructions for the initial discussion post will typically include 3 to 5 prompts. The instructions for the peer responses, you can choose any 2 peers to respond to with a minimum of 50 words, always due by Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Okay. If you need a recap on Canvas discussions, there's a couple of links here that you can go to brush up. The grading criteria is covered in the rubric, which is going to be located in this kebab menu in the top right corner of each discussion. So to locate the rubric, click on this kebab menu and show the rubric. The rubric for each discussion will have a set of criteria and points assigned to the quality of your submission. Okay. If you are not clear on how you're graded, go check the rubric prior to your submission so that you understand how I'm going to be grading you. To reply or to post your initial response, you're going to click on this reply area. And a rich content editor will open up. A rich content editor is an area where you can type in, post videos or pictures, and edit your responses prior to submission. What I like to do when I'm faced with a discussion that includes prompts is I come up here and I highlight and copy the prompts. And while you're at it, double check the word count, so 150 to 200 words. And I paste the prompt down into the rich content editor. I'm going to remove the bullet points so it's easier to respond. If you want to make your prompts stick out, you can go ahead and highlight your prompts and make them bold, just to practice using an editor. Another really useful thing about discussions is embedding images. Okay, so let's talk about the difference between embedding an image and attaching an image. Down here in the left-hand corner of the rich content editor, you see the word attach. I do not want you to attach images. No. Okay. The reason why I don't want you to attach images is because the image you attach does not show up in the rich content editor. It's not visible to your peers. It has to be downloaded in order to be viewed, and I don't want to download your images on my computer to view them, and I don't want your peers to have to download multiple images in order to view and participate in your initial post. Okay, so you are going to be required to embed images. Okay. To practice embedding images, you're going to share an image with your peers of something important to you in this first discussion. Okay. So you're going to place the prompt where you want the image to show up, and you're going to come up here to the rich content editor menu where it says images, and I'm going to upload an image. Okay. So I'm going to click upload, and your local, you'll get this menu, and I'm going to drag the browser out of the way and pull up my local file menu. I'm going to go choose an image. Okay, so I'm going to load an example of one of my students' work and just drag it and drop it into that area and click submit. So as you can see, by embedding the image through this icon in the Rich Content Editor header menu, the image you embed shows up in the discussion. This makes it much easier for me to grade your work, for your peers to view your work and respond to your work. Okay. I don't want you to use attach, but I'm going to show you the difference. When you click attach and you choose a file, I'm going to choose the same file. And I attach it. It shows up as a link that someone has to click on in order to download. Okay. It does not show up in the Rich Content Editor area. Okay, so when you embed an image and you see that there's no image visible in your Rich Content Editor image area, that means you've done it incorrectly. You've attached it instead of embedding it. Okay, so I do not want you to attach images. When you're done with your reply, double check your word count. So here I have 171 words, which puts me between the 150 and 200 required, and I can hit post reply. This is what your initial post should look like. Okay. As you can see, the image that was attached is just a link. It's not the same thing as embedding the image. Okay. When you're ready to respond to a peer, pretend like it's Saturday and all your peers have posted their initial response. You can go through and look at them and pick any two you want. When you want to reply to a peer, you're going to hit the reply button in the bottom of their Rich Content Editor where they posted their initial response. You click on reply. That brings up another Rich Content Editor, and you're going to type at least 50 words in response. Now, occasionally, I'm going to ask your responses. I'm going to ask you to respond with 150 to 200 words. So be careful and double check the grading criteria in the instructions and in the rubric. Okay. When you're done, make sure to hit post reply so that it records, right? And then I can see that you've replied to this peer.